All right, man. Torture Talk, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock show, baby. 12 o'clock show, man. Gotta let the kids go through. Come on, kids, go through. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, man. I got on the Kumo D's today. Wow, what's break out? You know what I'm saying? Remember that? Y'all remember that song? That old song? Kumo D. He thought he was cool. He had a leather jacket on with big shades like this. Thought he was black ass Michael Jackson or something. I don't know, Kumo. I don't know about you. Anyway, um, let's get to this topic today. Today's episode. We're going to be talking about Kendrick Lamar adding two more shows, actually four more shows. What, two more shows? Two more shows to his LA show, one for LA, another show in LA, and another show in Toronto. And a lot of people are saying that he's doing this despite Drake and all that stuff. And, you know, we're going to get into that. Before I get into it, you know, I got to give my legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work on your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, links is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They called me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 13,000. I am the king of the North. Let me know what kingdom are you from? Are you from the kingdom of Seattle? Are you from the kingdom of Maine? Are you from the kingdom of, I don't know, Louisiana? So crazy when you have a lot of thoughts running through your head trying to think of something. You know a whole bunch, but you can't narrow it down. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to get into it, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Torture Talk. See this, man? See this computer, man? I tell you. All right, man. So let's get it, man. You know what it is.
Earlier this week, Kendrick Lamar shocked fans yet again after announcing that he's going on tour with SZA. Okay, the name of this tour is called the Grand National Tour, and of course, everyone has been reacting to the dates released on this tour. Now, everyone has noticed that Kendrick Lamar is doing a show in Toronto. All right, we all know this is Drake neck of the woods, and right now, Drake fans, they down bad.
Now, I noticed it said that Kendrick Lamar is trolling Drake doing a show in Toronto. Toronto is one of the biggest markets for hip hop, right? I don't think that Kendrick Lamar is trolling Toronto or Drake or or Drake fans. I don't think that's the case. I think this is a straight business move, and I think this. Now, a lot of people were saying that it's he shouldn't do it. I'm saying he should do it because this is business and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's got to be. You know, he has to do it because he's Kendrick Lamar. And if you want to be the greatest or the biggest rapper of all time, this is what we're going to do here. So yeah, let's keep it going.
Right. So, of course, seeing this date around Father's Day, I mean, listen, Drake fans, they heated right now, right? And of course, early this year, TDE member Schoolboy Q, he accused Drake of having his show canceled in Toronto. So, of course, Drake fans are wondering, well, you know, Drake pulled some strings to have this show canceled. Well, guess what? Moments ago, Kendrick Lamar announced that he's doing another show in Toronto. That's right, y'all. He's added a second show in Toronto. For anyone who doubted about the first one, well, listen, man, 2 shows will be happening next year in Toronto. And yeah, it seems as if Kendrick isn't just satisfied with what he's done thus far with the music and this whole rollout this year, right?
Now, I will say this, and this is the thing that I kind of like move over some. I keep going behind the joint. This is the thing I kind of like think that Kendrick Lamar, what I think he's doing is amazing, right? He still hasn't said anything verbally besides outside of the interview he did with the magazine, but we haven't seen him say anything. Now, all of this stuff comes right after the Grammys and the Super Bowl. They're just gonna roll right into it and just keep going. 21 shows, 23 shows now. And I believe his last show is somewhere on the East Coast. And I think that this is fascinating to see that I'll put it to you like this. I'm going to make a case of why I believe Kendrick Lamar is bigger than Drake. I'm going to tell y'all why. And I think that I'm kind of right. I mean, how can you be kind of right? Either you right or you wrong, right? It's one or the other, but I think I'm kind of right. So let's keep it going.
Back and forth with Drake. Now he wants to go to Drake's neck of the woods and let it be known. Listen, I got this. This whole rap game in a chokehold, okay? Even in the 6, I got it like that. I mean, come on. This is something we've never witnessed before, at least during this run, right? When it comes to Drake and how long he's held the top spot for so long. And now it seems as if Toronto is open and willing to, welcoming Kendrick to Toronto to embrace the fans. Like I said, this is major, man. Like I said, I understand Drake fans are in denial, especially after Drake got lawyers involved. But now to see him, adding a second show in Toronto, Kendrick is diabolical, man. It's obvious. Everything is calculated for a reason. And like he said, there will be no round 2s. We have a lot of time until the Super Bowl halftime show. So from now until then, Drake fans, stands, listen, y'all gotta get your emotions together and just accept the fact that Kendrick has won this battle.
And I will say this about Drake fans and Drake, what they call them, Drake stans and Drake fans. I think that a lot of them, they're witnessing greatness right in front of their eyes, and they don't even know how to take it because their guy hasn't really gave them this. Their guy gave them songs that they like, but not something at this type of caliber. I think what Kendrick is doing is like far, far better than what Drake could ever do. Far better. And I think a lot of people are starting to witness that. There's a lot of Drake fans that's actually Kendrick fans now. And Kendrick ain't letting up. He's not letting up. He's going to keep on going, keep on going.
Okay? It's that simple. And now he's going to Toronto, not Vancouver like Rick Ross did, right? This is a big deal. Stadium tour with SZA, adding another show. Like I said, what's next for Drake, okay? Because again, he's already taken a hit. He's taken a hit publicly when it comes to his brand, regardless if people want to accept it or not. The headlines of just, him involving lawyers, it does enough damage in itself, right? But now to have Kendrick and this movement take place in your hometown, I mean, it's nothing you can do but accept it. Like I said, it just brings me back to when Drake did his concert with Meek Mill. You know what I mean? Bodied him on stage with memes. Everybody was celebrating. If I'm not mistaken, he had Will Smith there. I mean, it was just...
And here's the crazy part, right, about this. Everybody seems to give Drake a pass for him doing stuff, right? He set Travis Scott head on fire. He put memes of Meek Mills up, saying crazy things, have Meek Mills looking crazy. He said things about Kendrick in his concert. He said things about other people. But everybody seemed to give him a pass on all these things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. But it is what it is.
Something we had never witnessed before, and everyone was celebrating for Drake. Well, guess what? Karma has come to collect. And now, Kendrick, right, the Candyman, the Boogeyman, he will be in Toronto next year. 2 shows. This is interesting, man. Y'all let me know. What are your thoughts about Kendrick and his plan to defeat Drake? Because everything seems calculated. I understand the narratives that exist on social media. They'll tell you about all of the streams and, how many songs that, Drake has dominated the Billboard charts with. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he's lost one of the biggest battles in his rap career. And, the quicker he understands it, acknowledges it, move forward, become stronger, then, the rap game will be a lot better. But everyone acting as if we didn't see what just took place in this rap beef, it happened. It's over. And now you got people in your own hometown that's going to be celebrating, singing these lyrics, singing these songs word for word. And there's nothing he can do about it. when they play Not Like Us, you think they not gonna sing that song word for word in Toronto?
Oh yeah, they gonna definitely do that. That's a given. And him doing Not Like Us. He might change the lyrics at the Super Bowl, but him doing it in everybody else stadium, nah, he doing the original version. He doing the original version. And I think that this is gonna be something it's gonna destroy Drake. I think that at this point, it's certain things that Drake could just not do. He can't do anything about this. He can't. And I know he's probably wishing that he never participated in the back and forth with this guy. Because there's a difference between Pusha T and everybody else that battle Drake. Kendrick Lamar he's gonna keep going. He's not gonna stop. He's not gonna stop.
He performs Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. I mean, all of the lawyers and all of that, it just made things worse because now people are just going to continue to listen to the music. The album's dominating right now. Like I said, it's some dark days for Drake and Drake fans, man. Y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Kendrick Lamar adding a second show in Toronto, man? Do you think Kendrick is done with his plan, to defeat Drake, officially? I mean, the music is out, the visuals. I mean, it just seems like he has more in store, man. Y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below? But again, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace. Damn, Drake. God damn.
All right, man. I don't know. He had a lot more going, but I guess there must be something else after that. But maybe it's just he forgot to press stop on record or something. So this is what I believe. And I know a lot of y'all gonna look at me like I got three heads when I say this. I believe that Kendrick Lamar is a bigger artist than Drake, and I'm gonna explain why. And I'll get to the stadiums in a little bit, but I'm gonna explain why. Kendrick Lamar only has 6 studio albums, right? Within those 6 studio albums, all of them are platinum, I believe, right? Now Drake has 13 or 14 studio albums, including the mixtapes or whatever you want to count them, but they was released as albums. The thing about Drake is he has about 30 million platinum records. Kendrick has about maybe 10 or 11, somewhere around there, right? With 6 albums, 10 platinum records, 13 albums, 30 platinum records, which means every album that Drake put out, I think Nothing Was the Same. I think it was 8-time platinum or something like that, or one of them. A couple of his albums was like 8 times, 6 times, or something like that. Most of the bulk of his albums were his old stuff were platinum, over and over and over again, because he was a mega star. The reason why I say Kendrick is bigger because he has less albums and he's much more relevant. His name is much more his Kendrick name is, I wouldn't say is a household name, but Kendrick Lamar name is cemented as someone who is very, very, very good with making music. I think Drake at this point is someone who is, and I hate to say this, but I hate to agree with Mos Def, but Drake definitely is elevated music, target elevated music now. And I say that because if you are put on playlists that don't play hip hop and you're somehow on that playlist, it's kind of like getting into an elevator and the song comes on and you're talking to somebody and the song is playing in the background. You're not really paying attention to the song in the background, but it's Drake. But you ain't paying attention. For me, when Kendrick Lamar comes on, you know every song he does. Every song Kendrick does, there's no throwaways. That's why I say Kendrick is the bigger artist because he has less albums. He is just as popular as Drake, and he has no throwaway songs. Everything he does has a point to it. Drake has so many throwaway songs. You can literally take a song off of Views and swap it with Certified Lover Boy, and you wouldn't even know that it was swapped. You wouldn't know. You could take 10 songs or 5 songs off of Scorpion and put those same 5 songs on let's say what For All the Dogs, and you probably wouldn't even notice that they were switched because Drake has a lot of filler throwaway songs. Now, I think that Kendrick Lamar is going to do something in Toronto that's going to shake up that building. And the only way, not the only way, but one of the ways he can do something that will shake up that building is if he brings the Weeknd out. If he brings out the Weeknd one of those days, which the Weeknd will do it, he will come out. If the Weeknd comes out in Toronto with with Kendrick, oh my God, that's gonna be bananas. Because they have a song together. They have 2 songs together, actually. Maybe have more than that, but they have 2 songs. But they have one of the songs is on one of Kendrick's albums. Is on Black Panther soundtrack. So, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna pray for me? Oh, now yo, if he comes out, oh my God, and they do that song, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm predicting that Kendrick is gonna bring him out. Now, as far as the stadium goes, we all know Drake has never done a stadium. And I've seen academics say that the reason why Drake sold more is because Kendrick is gonna, this is what he said, which is his logic is kind of weird to me. Drake never did a stadium, so he's saying that it's gonna balance out and Kendrick's gonna make just as much as money as Drake has made in his last tour because the ticket sales for Kendrick is $100, it's about $160 versus Drake, which is $300, right? This is what he's saying. But honestly, that doesn't make sense because number one, the reason why it was a blur surpassed Kendrick's Big Stepper tour is because Drake did more shows than Kendrick. If Drake did the same amount of shows, Kendrick would have surpassed him. He did the same amount of shows. That's number one. He did more shows. Number two, Drake has never done a stadium. So Kendrick even if Kendrick do half of what he does in the stadium, I'm talking like the money wise of him selling the tickets, he's still gonna make more than Drake because the stadium holds at least between 50 to 80,000 people. Arena only holds about 20 to 25, 30,000 or something like that, right? Somewhere around there. I don't even think that much. So, how can you say that it's gonna even out? If Kendrick sells out, let's say Kendrick sells out the MetLife Stadium, or Philadelphia's the Eagles Stadium or whatever, and it's 100. Let's say it's how many people could fit in there? I don't know, 75,000 people. How are you saying that that's equal to Drake selling because he sold something for $200 more or $100 more? It equals out. No, it doesn't. It doesn't equal out. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, who cares about that though? That doesn't make a difference. Nobody cares whether Kendrick is gonna outsell Drake tickets. Like nobody cares about that. People going to see Kendrick because they like to see Kendrick and they want to hear his music. That's what they're going for. So either way, man, I'm glad that y'all was here with me. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock show coming up. I really appreciate y'all being here with me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.